After the wrath of Wilma cleared, some things are back in place, including special guest Scott Fisher of Power Roll and Factory Yamaha's Jason DiSalvo.
Hey guys, our other crew members here.
Hey Jason, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Scott from Power Roll, Jason DiSalvo, and you remember Dave?
Hey Jason.
All messed up, huh?
I mean, Florida's always nice, but it's you know, you guys are down here. It's been worse. Like up in Daytona, it wasn't so bad at all. No. We had a couple good days of testing just up at the speedway.
Good cool weather too. Huh?
Yeah. Actually, the first 2 days were nice.
You gotta love that.
We're doing like because we're doing the 200, so we're doing race stints and like I'm barely breaking a sweat. It's so cool.
You gotta like that, right?
Yeah. Just so you know, I'm not very good with tools.
That's okay. We're just trying
I recently put together a TV stand at my house. Me and my girlfriend did it. It was pretty entertaining. I looked at the thing and I opened it up and I'm like, there's no way. So this ain't gonna happen. She's like, just do the first step. So I did the first step and I was like, oh, this is easy. So I skipped ahead like 5 steps and messed it all up. But in the end, 2 hours later, we got it together. Is that case stock on the side?
Yeah, that's actually stock.
Wow.
It's pretty tricky looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we already put a GYTR spring in there because the stock spring's way too light.
How much heavier is the spring?
It's supposed to be good for up to like 150 to 160 pound rider, so it should fit you just perfect.
Yeah, I might be a little light for it, but I'll try to ride it harder, and get down in the stroke a little bit. What's this guy here?
Yeah, a little GYTR cam gear cover.
Oh, that's cool. That'll look good.
Yeah, it does, and it's also got the blue anodized valve.
Oh, that's awesome. And this is all GYTR?
Yeah, all factory Yamaha.
That's awesome.
You just call them up, you get the bike, and they make it all.
And that's great because anybody can go out and do this sort of thing, except for maybe the big board.
Exactly.
Power Roll will probably come out with a kit for that after doing this thing. Huh?
He's already looking at it.
That's great.
That's already the very first in existence as far as I know. That's the very first stroke crank. So
there you go.
We overnighted that at the Power Roll, and Scott was gracious enough to.
We're gonna replace.
He had that done within 24 hours.
Awesome.
So when we're done, we should have 95 cc's. So it should be a lot of fun to ride.
What's the start with? It's just a 50?
Yeah, it's a 49 cc motor.
Wow. So you're almost doubling the displacement.
Oh yeah. Scott went ahead and tested it, and it had 0.2 of a horsepower more than the best of the competitors that he ever had.
What do you mean, tested it?
Like on a dyno.
Put this thing on a dyno? It fits on a dyno?
Yeah. These guys didn't do it.
The stuff you guys are doing to this bike is like the crank and everything. That's totally revolutionary, and I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun to ride, that's for sure. It's kind of neat to see it in this stage where it's already some of the stuff's done, like the tedious parts, like breaking apart the cases and stuff for the crank. But to see everything finally going together and to see all like the trick parts and everything, that's awesome because it's just like some of this stuff is so cool.
We're trying to get the stock spring off, and they're threaded onto the aluminum pieces here and here. And Yamaha's instructions say to use a punch to get the spring to unscrew. Status of the problem is that these springs don't want to come off, and we're going to just use bolt cutters and get them off. Anyway, right now we're trying to get these stock fork springs off the stock caps. Would you call them, Scott? Yeah. The caps. They're threaded. Yamaha threaded them on there.
And are the new ones going to be re-threaded into that?
Yeah, you got to re-thread them.
Oh my God, that's going to be a job right there. That's scary. Well, what's this making stock for horsepower?
2.4.
Out of that thing?
Out of this. And you look at your average lawnmower, and it only has 3, and it's got a 110 cc piston.
What's the target horsepower?
We like to get, maybe anywhere from, what do you think? We can get the way it is now?
Probably looking about
6.5, 7? And then when we eventually get the bigger kit we're going to get and lighten the flywheel and everything, we'll probably shoot for 12.
Bigger kit.
Yeah, we're going to go to a 124 eventually.
Right on.
Progress cannot slow. To complete a project of this magnitude in under 4 hours is no easy task. Jason DiSalvo gives a progress report to 2Xtreem crew members Chase and April, who have just arrived.
All right, so Jason, what's going on here?
Well, we're getting the end of this bike wrapped up and everything, getting it all finished. We're being held up a little bit by the front forks. They're having some trouble with the spring over there. got in the vise. But what we do have done so far is pretty much the motor. It's looking like it's pretty much completed. Get all the trick stuff on here, the stroker motor, the stroker crank with the big bore cylinders and everything are all put together. So right now we're just waiting on that front suspension. Then we're gonna throw the wheels on and finish up getting the Kickstarter all on and all get the controls back, the foot pegs and gear shifter and everything. And then it'll be time to put on the exhaust, which I hear I'm gonna play a part in, so that's kind of scary. But we'll see how it goes.
Where were you? Huh? Where were you when we needed you?
That was just pure luck. You guys did all the work, you know, and then I came over here.
We loosened it up for you.
You did exactly that.
Finally, both forks are complete and ready to install.
Right. Let's go wash our hands.
I think so.
Working with Scott from Power Roll was incredible. He's a very knowledgeable person. We were able to work together and things worked out well. The one thing we had a tough time with was the springs on the TTR50, putting the larger springs on. To get the smaller springs off, you have to unscrew them. And it was quite the tough challenge for us.
We're trying to pull the staples out of the seat.
So that we can take the plastic and put it on this one. We can put it on
This
the bike.
is a very slow process.
So it's going to take us a little while.
You can't even do it.
You
What?
won't give me the knife.
I'm not giving you a knife.
This is my 2Xtreem t-shirt and my hat.
Hey, Jason DiSalvo with the Factory Yamaha team, number 40. We're out here at the 2Xtreem shoot. Got my girlfriend Cassie out here with me and just showing her the bike a little bit. She's going to be out there tomorrow when I'm test riding it and stuff and seeing what it can do. And she was saying she wants to throw a leg on it too. So.
And we are all matching. It's really
Now, how'd that happen?
Certainly.
How do we match?
because you wanted to be like me. So
I haven't
called
talked to you
this
in, like,
morning
3
and asked
weeks.
me what color I was wearing, and I told you I was wearing black. So when I come this year, you're wearing black too.
Anyway, like I said,
Thought I'd just bring her through it a little bit, make sure she doesn't, get in over her head. This thing's gonna be pretty gnarly, So. But I mean, it's this bike's got everything that the GYTR makes probably. I mean, Joe's not gonna slack on this project. He's going all out. So.
I haven't seen you in like what, months?
I know. Did you miss me?
No. Well, maybe a little.
It looks like they got the front end back on it now, so it's got the stiffer springs in it. So this thing's moving right along and should be finished up here, probably not too long from now.